I'm pointing out the hole in my game is like for me when it comes to events, historically, because the events are so good, people want to sponsor. In the Joe Biden's economy, they don't do that anymore. So what we need to do, in my mind, is we need to figure out what's an equitable way of how do you slice the pie up on the backside.
Posting.
I'm just saying. I'm pointing out the hole in my game is like for me when it comes to events, historically, because the events are so good, people want to sponsor. In the Joe Biden's economy, they don't do that anymore.
No, it's very hard. Did you get on the phone and you sell the top ticket at that or top sponsorship that was podcast? We only sold one.
Okay. At what price point?
$1,500. But that client converted to a $5,000 client sitting in the studio right now.
Right.
That worked out well for Harper.
Him. Yeah.
Worked out well for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Worked out well for everyone. But somebody's got to get on the phone and close that human.
Yeah.
Every single month on every single event. We have no problem doing that. We have no problem beating the bushes. We have no problem doing the bottom of the funnel, the top of the funnel. We have no problem doing any of that.
So what we need to do, in my mind, is we need to figure out what's an equitable way of how do you slice the pie up on the backside. Because right now there's really no pie for Tyler, no pie for Harper, other than Harper Belmont, other than getting the thing paid for. Granted, we could have had $1,000 if I didn't have a band, but whatever. But we did get a client.
Yeah.
I was about to say, that worked out. There is a pie. There's always a pie if you're willing to get your spoon in there.
Right.
It just depends on the deliverables. That's just what we have to figure out. It's like, well, what's our roles and responsibilities here, and then what's the cut that's happening there? Because, I'll just tell you from like an event side of things, when you're hiring an event management side, it's typically, hey, we're here to manage the event. We're not here to sell the event. We can't make people show up. We're here whether the event, has 5 people or 500 or 5,000 people, it doesn't matter. And so when it comes to the sales side of things on the front or back end, obviously that adds in a new cost, or at least there's new revenue. Well,
it adds in a new cost if you're not a salesperson. Like here's
it's a new cost because there's got to be commissions paid to the sales guy, right?
Right.
Look, would you rather have money and pay a commission, or no money? No commission paid.
Nobody's saying let's not. Nobody's saying let's not do it. But I just want to make sure it's equitable because last time I don't think it was equitable for you guys.
Maybe, but that's irrelevant. Like that part's irrelevant. Like that's the part that y'all are all missing. Y'all are focusing on what the cost is and what gets paid and what doesn't. If there was $100,000 in revenue, right, pushed out by a sales team, on the phone closing human beings to come, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then none of these conversations are relevant.
Right.
There's no complaints. There's no whining. There's no nothing.
Well,
everybody's just like, no, I know that. But I'm saying, like, the way an event should go, and regardless of how y'all view an event planning or whatever it is, the way an event should go is if you wanted food and catering and somebody to clean and mop the floors, right? If you wanted all of that, right? What does that take?
Money.
People and money, yeah.
All right, so let's get back to the basis. You got to sell the fucking event.
Right.
Because finding somebody to mop the floors, finding somebody to hire the band, finding somebody to do all that is a lot easier when you got money.
I 100% agree.
If it is your event, if you are contracted for someone else's event there,
then you better learn how to sell so there's money.
Well, that's where the deliverables come in of, okay, we make the agreement beforehand that we are responsible for the sales of it versus are we doing it? Are y'all helping on this? Are you doing it?
No. Look, I'm going to hire a human to do this.
Right. So
I've already got my human.
Yeah.
Right? The only thing I'm trying to figure out is, do I have to pay him and take it on all myself?
Right.
Or does Harper Belmont pay him?
Right.
And then they take it on. That's it.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
That's the conversation I'm trying to get to.
The human already exists.
Yeah.
The selling these events isn't that hard, right? Like, I mean, it can be. If all you do is post on social media, right? And then somebody comes into the comment sections like, I want more information, right? They want more information. And then you just puke on them. More information. Just, right? And then they never comment again, and that's the only way you can contact them is in the comment section.
Right.
You just did yourself a disservice.
Right.
is sales training. When they say, I want more information, what do you say?
I said PM sent, bro,
Exactly.
and I'm in their DMs.
With what? Asking for a phone number.
Absolutely.
What's your phone number?
When can we
Because
talk
once
about
I
this?
have that piece of real estate, that phone number.
Oh, I'm right there with you.
If you enjoyed this video, please, for the love of God, let us know in the comment section. Also, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you know every time a new one drops.